Good morning, Sharon Junior High students. I'm Bridger.
And I'm Cameron.
Today is Wednesday, November 29th, 2017.
Sixth graders, today is a bee day.
Tomorrow's breakfast menu is a Pop-Tart, Go-Gurt, and banana.
Today's hot lunch menu is a chicken hot pocket. Grab and go is a Bronc wrap.
Hot lunch menu for tomorrow is chicken nachos. Grab and go is a chef's salad.
Today is the birthday of Nellie T. Ross. She was the first woman to be sworn in as governor of a U.S. state and remains the only woman to have served as governor of Wyoming.
Bronc Council is meeting this Thursday at 3:45 in Miss Temke's room 1081.
FCA will meet this Friday in Mr. Cooper's room which is room 3035. Please come for fellowship, food, and fun. Also, hands-off drug pledge cards must be turned into the counseling office by Friday, December 1st.
SJHS events for this week, Thursday at 4:30, 7th and 8th grade girls basketball.
Students, Helping Hats is coming up this Friday, December 1st.
And now it's time for CNN News.
10-second trivia. Tim Berners-Lee is famous for his invention of what? The smartphone, the World Wide Web, the personal computer, or the iOS operating system? Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist, is credited with inventing the World Wide Web in 1989.
What is net neutrality? It has nothing to do with a volleyball or a tennis court. The net refers to the internet, something that's become as necessary as water and power for most of us. The neutrality part is about keeping the net the way it is today. It's a set of rules the FCC approved in 2010 to prevent speed traps on the information superhighway. In other words, speeding up access to some sites and slowing down access to others, or blocking certain sites entirely. So are these rules a bad thing? It depends who you ask. The companies that deliver your internet, like Comcast, Verizon, and AT&T, have spent millions in lobbying money to get rid of net neutrality, arguing that having the government micromanage their business is not good for them or their consumers. On the other side are internet giants like Facebook and Google, streaming services like Netflix. They all argue the internet is a public good and should be regulated like one. They also say the companies that own the pipelines can play favorites. For example, a content provider like Netflix is in direct competition with Comcast, which owns NBC Universal and controls access to the internet for more than 20 million customers. You can imagine a scenario where NBC might want to speed up streams of its shows and slow down streams of its rival Netflix. Now, Netflix can afford to pay for a fast lane. They make $4 billion a year. But the next Netflix, some awesome startup, can't.
So under current rules of net neutrality, which were approved during the Obama administration in 2015, internet providers like AT&T and Comcast are not allowed to speed up or slow down internet traffic to specific websites and apps, and they're not allowed to give priority to their own content. But now, during the Trump administration, the Federal Communications Commission has proposed doing away with those rules, but it would require any companies that block, slow down, or prioritize certain sites to publicly show it, and then the government would decide whether that was fair or not. The FCC's chairman says this would stop the government from micromanaging the internet, and the proposal is supported by telecommunications trade groups. But critics call this the end of net neutrality as we know it, and the proposal is generally opposed by consumer advocacy groups. The FCC is expected to vote on and approve the proposal on December 14th.
That's all for today. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Bridger.
Remember to be safe,
Respectful,
responsible,
and be boldly kind.
and now you may rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance.